Namaskaram everyone, this is Dr.Parvathy Bhuparti and you're listening to my podcast, Being Positive with Parvathy. If you're new here, welcome home. I'm so happy you found your way to this little corner of the internet. And if you've been here before, welcome back again. Thank you for choosing to spend a little part of your day with me. So, wherever you're right now, whether you're on your way back to work, taking a quiet walk, studying, relaxing in your room, or simply taking a moment for yourself, I hope you can sit back, breathe, and let these few minutes be a gentle pause from the noise of everyday life. Now, without further ado, let's begin today's conversation. Now, take a deep breath with me. Let it out slowly. For the next few minutes, let's just forget the noise outside. This is our little safe corner on the internet. You don't have to prove anything here, and you don't have to achieve anything here as well. You just get to be. Today, I want to talk about an invisible weight that so many of us are carrying around. It's a quiet, heavy feeling that whispers to us when we're brushing our teeth or staring at our phones late at night. It's the feeling that I am falling behind in life. Maybe you've watched your friends get married or move into their own homes while you're still trying to figure out who you even are. Maybe someone your exact age just landed a massive promotion while you're wondering how you're going to pull together next month's bills. Maybe the people around you just look happier, more successful, or simply more complete. And somewhere deep inside, that tiny, sharp voice asks, "What am I doing wrong?" If you ever felt that weight lately, this episode is a love letter to your heart. Let's talk. We live in a very strange time. We belong to a generation that is connected to thousands of human beings every single day. Yet, we have never felt more isolated and we have never compared ourselves more. Think about how your day starts. Before your feet have even touched the cold floor in the morning, you open your phone. And within 30 seconds, your mind has traveled across continents. Someone got promoted, someone is drinking coffee in Paris, someone just got engaged, someone launched a business, someone is glowing, perfectly fit, and complete at peace. You haven't even had a glass of water yet, but mentally, you're already running a race you never ever signed up for. And you've already convinced yourself that you are losing. But we need to remind ourselves of something vital. Social media isn't it a diary? It's a highly curated highlight reel. You are comparing your ordinary, messy Tuesday morning to someone else's absolute best 5 minutes of the week. You know what? There is something psychologists call comparison bias. Our brains naturally compare ourselves to the people around us. Thousands of years ago, that helped us survive. And today, it traps us in endless scrolling. So, here's something simple I'd like you to try. The next time you open social media and notice yourself thinking, "Everyone is ahead of me," pause. Ask yourself 3 questions. First, do I know the whole story? Probably not. You don't know the debt behind the new car. You don't know the anxiety behind the perfect smile. You don't know the loneliness behind the vacation photos. You're comparing your entire life to a chapter someone intentionally chose to show you. Second, do I even want their life? Sometimes we envy things we don't actually want. Maybe someone has a high-paying corporate job, but if you truly value freedom, creativity, family time, or slow living, then you're not losing. You're simply chasing a different dream. And finally, what is the one thing I can do today that future me will thank me for? Not next month, not next year, today. Maybe that's reading 10 pages. Maybe it's applying for one job. Maybe it's finally making the doctor's appointment. Small actions build extraordinary lives. Now, let me tell you a story. Imagine 2 people planting seeds in a garden at the exact same time. One plants a mango tree and the other plants a bamboo seed. After a year, the mango tree has already sprouted. It's green, it's beautiful, and it's stretching towards the sun. But the spot where the bamboo was planted? Absolutely nothing. 2 years pass. The mango tree is growing taller, stronger. The bamboo? Just still a patch of dirt. 3 years, 4 years, nothing changes. If the bamboo seed kept looking at the mango tree, it would probably think it was broken. It would look at its own empty patch of soil and think, I am a failure. I'm left behind. But then, in the 5th year, something incredible happens. The bamboo shoots out of the ground and it grows 80 feet tall just in 6 weeks. Why? Because for those 4 years, the bamboo wasn't doing nothing. It was spending every single day building a massive, deep, unbreakable root system underground. It needed that foundation to sustain the rapid growth that was coming. Maybe that is exactly where you are right now. You're building roots. You're learning the hard lessons, healing old wounds, figuring out your boundaries, and growing in ways that simply cannot be photographed for an Instagram story. That is still growth. It counts, even if nobody is clapping for it yet. Well, there is also another story I would like to share with you. A man walks into a stone quarry and sees 3 workers breaking rocks. He asks the first worker, "What are you doing?" The man sighs, "I'm breaking stones." He asks the second, "I'm earning money." Then he asks the third. The third smiles, "I'm building a cathedral." All 3 are doing the exact same work, but only one can see the future hidden inside today's effort. Maybe your daily routine feels ordinary. Studying, saving money, going to therapy, learning a new skill, taking care of your parents. These things may not look impressive online, but one day you'll realize you weren't just surviving. You were building your cathedral. Okay now, have you ever heard about the 1% rule? There's a wonderful book called Atomic Habits by Atomic Habits, written by James Clear. One idea from that book has stayed with millions of people, and to me as well. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Imagine improving by just 1% every day. 1 page, 1 workout, 1 healthy meal, 1 conversation. It doesn't feel life-changing today, but 6 months later, you're a completely different person. Success rarely happens in one giant moment. It happens quietly, repeatedly, almost invisibly. You know what? We also forget that everyone's starting line in this life is completely different. This is the one thing that we always used to forget, and we need to constantly remind ourselves. Some people grow up with emotional and financial safety nets. Others have to become adults far too early and take care of everyone around them. Some people have doors opened for them. Others have to build the door from scratch with bleeding hands. Some enter their 20s healthy, while others spend years recovering from chronic burnout, illness, or childhood trauma. So, why do we expect ourselves to reach the exact same milestones at the exact same time? Life isn't a single track with a finish line. It's a vast, open landscape with thousands of different roads. Someone reaching a destination at 22 doesn't mean your road at 28 is broken. It just means your scenery is different. Your destination requires a different kind of preparation. So, if you are struggling with this today, I want you to give you 3 small things to practice. First, protect your peace. Look at the accounts you follow. If an account doesn't inspire you, but instead leaves you feeling empty and inadequate, hit unfollow. You don't owe anyone your attention at the expense of your mental health. Yes. Second, celebrate your invisible victories. Cleaned your room after a week of feeling depressed? That's a massive win. Drank enough water today? Celebrate it. Progress isn't always giant leap. Sometimes it's just choosing to stay soft in a hard world. Yes, it is. Third, speak to yourself like someone you love. If your best friend came to you crying at 25 because their life didn't go according to plan, would you tell them they're a failure? Absolutely no. You'd hold their hand and tell them they have time. Give yourself the exact same grace. Now, I want you to think about J.K. Rowling. Before writing Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, she faced rejection from multiple publishers. She was struggling financially and raising her daughter as a single mother. Many people would have believed their story had already ended. It hadn't. Or think about Colonel Harland Sanders. He didn't build his famous restaurant business in his 20s. He was in his 60s, an age where many people think life has already passed them by. So your timeline is not wrong simply because it doesn't look like someone else's. And here's another reminder. Vincent van Gogh sold almost none of his paintings during his lifetime. But today, millions stand in museums just to spend a few quiet seconds looking at his work. Sometimes life rewards us late. That doesn't mean our work was worthless while we're waiting. Now, can I give you a small challenge? Take out your phone right now. Open your Notes app, create a page called My Quiet Victories. Every evening, write down 3 things, not the biggest achievements, just 3 moments you're proud of. I got out of bed, I studied for 20 minutes, I called my mother, I chose kindness, just like that. Your brain naturally remembers failures, you know that? This exercise generally teaches it to remember growth. And if this episode spoke to your heart, I'd also love to leave you with a few books that helped millions of people find hope. And to me as well. First one is Atomic Habits, for building small habits that create extraordinary change. Second book is The Mountain Is You, for understanding self-sabotage and emotional healing. Third one, The Comfort Book, a gentle companion for difficult days. The fourth book is Man's Search for Meaning, a powerful reminder that even in suffering, life can hold purpose. Finally, before we close our space today, I want you to carry this thought with you. A flower doesn't bloom because the flower next to it bloomed first. It blooms when its own internal clock states it's ready. The moon doesn't look at the sun and feel inadequate because it doesn't shine during the day. They both have their season, and so will you. Your story does not have to look like a textbook to be beautiful, meaningful, and deeply worthy. Maybe your breakthrough isn't it tomorrow. Maybe it's 6 months from now on, or next year. Or maybe, just maybe, it's quietly happening inside you at this very moment while you listen to my voice. So, trust your pace, trust your timeline, and please do not give up on yourself before life has the chance to surprise you. And thank you for spending these few minutes with me. Take care of your beautiful heart. Drink some water, get some deep rest, and remember, you're not behind, you're becoming. And if no one has told you this recently, I'm proud of you for staying, for trying again, for carrying battles that nobody else can see. One day, you'll look back at this version of yourself with tears in your eyes. Trust me. Not because life is easy, but because you never stopped walking. Keep going, my dear friend. Your future self is quietly waiting to thank you. Bye for now. See you on the next podcast. Take care.